моментик. Чат у меня запущен на планшете отдельно, поэтому я, если что, все читаю. Вот очень странно, что ничего нельзя перекрафчивать. С другой стороны, это очень вот колоссально упростило крафт. Так, это ветер. Кусок алюминия, да? А мне кусок алюминия вообще не попадался, похож. Очень... вампиров. Очень странно, что нельзя разбирать оружие. Это бы очень пригодилось. Так, я вообще ушел в другую сторону, да? Ну да, совершенно в другую сторону.
It's locked.
Дверь заперта. Угу. Так, как нам здесь пройти? Ага, ну, в принципе, я вижу проход. Его только надо понять, где осуществить этот проход. Ну вот он. Так. Ага, баррикада.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Так, у нас новая проблема. Новая проблема. Давайте, пацаны, бейтесь, бейтесь. С вампиром мы что взяли? Пружину какую-то взяли, винт. Ну, ничего особо нам нужного нет. Но очень классно то, что появляются новые враги. Меня это радует. Это действительно очень круто.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
То есть появляются во врагах такие же типы, как и я. Вампиры. Блин, я представляю, что если бы этот город увеличить до размеров города GTA, да, с теми же деревнями, допустим, и так далее, машины, все это оставить. И плюс делать разные возможности быть разным вампиром. Скулим те же самым, типа...
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Так.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
Так.
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
Так.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not
That is the scientist speaking.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might...
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must...
Ну, я из древнего рода.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, Please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Она больше похожа на человека, чем я.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Askalon Club.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful. But I believe their long-term goals differ from you.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Why meet them?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved.
Окей,
Who
кто
are
они?
they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely...
Will they fight the guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Askalon...
Have they threatened?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Askalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Интересно. То есть у них там патриархат?
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Askalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Askalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Askalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
How old is he?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true...
Have you met him? Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a...
What is a great hunt?
The first Great Hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located...
How did you survive the first?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Why start a...
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat.
Will the guard of Prewen and the Askalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an...
To launch another great hunt, they must have...
Should we fight
Узнали
back?
адреса.
I will not be hunted down like a...
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could...
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Askalon, accept their proposition, and you...
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
How can I...
The epidemic is the priority. You must...
Will I ever discover...
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire. But most of those fled England long ago.
You have no idea at all?
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you an...
Please, forgive my bluntness, but...
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing...
Да, она не расскажет.
One day
даже
soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Askalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
When will we meet?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose.
Will you not...
No, I must remain discreet and avoid...
But how will you...
I shall not, Jonathan.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor? And call me
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Askalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Oh. Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
У вампиров разве сердце бьется? Непонятно. Ну, очень интересно. Очень интересно. Немножко непонятно, что у вампира бьется сердце, он как бы пульсирует кровь, это понятно. Но, опять же, вампиры не имеют тягу друг к другу в плане выпить кровь. Ну ладно, видимо, в своей вселенной немножко. Вот, но, тем не менее, более мрачная и более... Я даже не знаю, реальная, нереальная. Получается, он не мертвый. Почему тогда он не живой? Он не мертвый. Если у него бьется сердце. Он просто, получается, мутант, по сути.
So, time to visit the Askalon Club.
It ain't human! No! Kill it! Filthy piece of shit!
Просто с ракеты по Евлету. Забавненько. Так. Карантин. Мне, собственно говоря, видимо, туда.
I cannot enter.
А толку мне от нового убежища? Ну, на данный момент, по крайней мере. Так. Стоп, доступен новый диалог. Долгие прогрузки здания. Только от нее ушел, доступен диалог. Очень странная фигня. Сейчас прогрузимся туда, потом прогрузимся обратно. Так. Где леди? Леди, вы где? Я сейчас буду вас обворовывать.
It's locked, all right.
Вот она.
Hello again, Jonathan. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Concerning your...
Yes?
Are you truly seeking to...
I cannot promise you any...
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days. But the girl is stubborn and fiercely independent.
Do you think we shall ever...
I know not, Jonathan.
Will you tell...
One of them, perhaps. I have...
When all of this is over...
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor...
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Так, и все, да? Типа, ну ладно. Все равно было по пути. Вот то, что сейчас прогрузка опять будет, это, конечно, удручает. У этой игры дико вытаскивает сюжет. Тут не хватает, конечно, скажем так, более хорошего физического движка, вот, для движения персонажей, потому что сейчас более интересно играть, потому что в основном прыжки у меня идут. Но опять же физика удара персонажа. Вот эти вот скачки, это супер стрёмно. Так, окей, как вот с этим быть? Это все ограждено. Ага, так, я понял, как можно это обойти. Если тут ограждено, значит, можно пройти здесь. Ага.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no precedence.
Oh my, vermin! Want some of this? Die, beast! Fuck, he's dead! I'll kill him! Send you to hell!
В какую мне сторону идти? Мне идти вот сюда. Ага, так, я нашел проход, отлично. Отлично, проход. Так, ящики эти нельзя открыть.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
This one's mine! Watch out for the teeth! Fuck, he's dead!
Так, можно найти наш дом. У нас вампир-то такой этот плотный. Вот это непонятно. Так. А, нет, все-таки мой дом в переулке вот в этом, да? Да, мой дом вот в этом переулке. Где вход, только непонятно. Так, вот этот. Нет. Здесь? Нет. Особняк Ридов. А, все понятно, мой вход идет через вот эту дверь. Так, может быть, что-то по ресурсам тут есть в доме интересное? Часы. Может, на разборе вещей мне попадется что-то нужное.
It's locked.
Дверь заперта. Стоп, там сейчас будут дворецкий? Да я реально крутой тип, да? Я тип богач. Так, а дворецкого, видимо, ничего не смутило, да? Ну да, типа дворецкий такой, ну норм, ну пришел чувак, ну обносит мне все в доме. Но это же его дом, в конце концов, да? Так, я хочу с ним поговорить. Я хочу с тобой поговорить. Ага, он спрятался он в комнате спрятался от меня. Ах, он подлюка такая. Плохо слышно из-за игры. Так. Музыка. Спецэффекты. Видеовставки. Угу, вот так вот. Сделаем вот так вот. Так, что у нас на разборе? На разборе у нас переработка всякой ерунды. Угу. Вилочки. Мы умеем разбирать вещи и создавать вещи, а перекрафтить вещи мы не умеем. Вот это вот очень... кусок алюминия. Кстати говоря, кусок алюминия, но нет. Часть хорошей рукояти нам нужна. Часть хорошей рукояти мы не имеем. Вот почему нельзя просто скрафтить это? Это, блин, очень бы упрощало, на самом деле. Так, мне нужна выносливость. Запас выносливости. Вот выносливость. Мне нужна выносливость. Потому что мало выносливости, и я очень быстро устаю. 600 и 600. Отлично. Отлично. Побольше выносливости. Более себя комфортно чувствуем в бою. Что случилось у нас за ночь? С этими ничего. С этими тоже ничего. Но тут не состояние, тут скорее у них страх. Враждебное. А нам-то чё? Больше деремся, больше опыта, поэтому нормально. Так, стоп, стоп, стоп. Вот на балкон. Кто-нибудь на помощь. Понять бы еще, откуда кричат. Откуда кричат-то мне? Мне в любом случае идти вот сюда. Или нет? Или да? Да, в любом случае там можно обойти. Не страшно. Есть здесь кто-нибудь? Так, это вы меня звали на помощь? Так, ням-ням. Оп, в домике. Все, я в домике. Так, ультим. У нас слабенькая ульта. Так, это промах был. Вот, его надо. Так, чуть не сдох, как говорится. Какой ты мерзкий тип. Почему я не могу тебя укусить? Я, собственно, тебя укусил. Потому что, по сути, когда ты стоишь оглушен, вот в этой штуке кровяной, по сути, ты полностью уязвим. То есть, бери, кусай. Но нет.
It's locked, all right. Get it with
Вы что, цветочки нюхаете, что ли? Так, дроп. Угу, понятно, с него ничего не дропнулось. С тебя. Ну чё, какие бездропные-то, а? Опа, нужная деталька упала. Упала нужная деталька, это хорошо. У меня мало крови в запасе. Так, а это мразь посильнее. Да ладно, вы серьезно? Неожиданно. Очень неожиданно. Новый монстр, новый монстр. Надо к нему привыкать. Слушай, ну я не ожидал, что она такая сильная. Она очень сильно карасит. Так, в ожидании загрузки. Надо быть аккуратно, потому что тут и левелы уже больше, в принципе, сами по себе. Вспышки кислотные. Какого бока-то кислотные вспышки тут есть? А, ты еще и вот так умеешь, да? Ну ты, конечно, растворись в песке.
Are you from Askalon? I don't care!
Так, ну что ты? Биться со мной вздумал, да? Всё. Тогда мне нужно питаться твоей кровью. Угу. Да, пока что вампу поиграю, еще, наверное, минуточек 20. Потом небольшая передышка, и там можно будет уже посмотреть. Заходи, если что, в Дискорд. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, огненный. Угу. Так, тут состояние, значит, тяжелое у нас. Угу. Да что ж ты такой? Так, а я могу разбить что-нибудь? Нет, к сожалению, не могу. Дальше идти. С уставшим человеком поговорить. Так, а где тот уставший человек? Он в здании.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I think I'm fine. But what
You don't have to worry about him.
I am Tadao Kimura.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura.
It seems that I owe you my life.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura.
Так, я спас человека, да? Угу. То есть я добрый. Почему они не уходят после того, как, типа, все, спасибо, до свидания, и стоят на месте? Странно. Вест-Энд. Тяжелое состояние Вест-Энда.
The Askалон Club. The heart of British vampire
О,
society.
привет, сумасшедшая.
Not quite as subtle. Good evening, miss.
Oh my God, no. Please,
Wait, no.
don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm.
Your mother.
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. what are you doing?
You mean what do I do outside at night since I...
Actually, yes. I ask the same question.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right...
Are you a suffragette, then?
All adult women have the right to vote in the US.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met...
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates...
How are the locals react?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the west...
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to camp...
have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... Well, she got interested in vampires.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you?
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can...
Так, я узнал, да?
What exactly?
Your name and profession, obviously. And
Does it not scare you to...
why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire.
I believe she thinks the same about...
Так, о
What do you
районе.
think about...
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home.
Yes, I was born a few streets...
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine...
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Doctor?
Is there something that...
Too much selfishness and individualism.
Even if that's partly true...
I suppose you're right. But society must...
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you...
How did you meet...
First, I was an orphan in the institute...
Did you know she was a vampire when she...
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I...
Who are your real...
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own...
Нормально. Теперь собственная хата у нее, да? Так.
Do you know
вот.
why Lady...
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder...
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best...
She's been quite busy these last few nights.
И я пришел к скалотам.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Askalon Club, I presume.
The Askalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Askalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Ух ты, да тут пьянка была, я смотрю. Тут трупов полно у них.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Askalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Круто, я хочу осмотреться. Вот это тут бойня. Что, на второй этаж? Погнали на второй этаж. Вот так. Воровать вампирский особняк? Да, с удовольствием. Угу.
Good evening.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Askalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not...
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty.
What do you mean?
I speak of this skull plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new...
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten...
Why do you suddenly...
The Askalon Club only recruits the best, and you
You want me to find possible sources of...
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns.
Talk? Is that the...
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Askalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Askalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally, and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Askalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Askalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign echoes.
Good evening, Dr.
This
Reed.
is an
How does it feel to be this evening's...
These intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcon 2 nights
I feel perfectly fine.
Do not be alarmed. The Askalon Club...
May I ask who you are?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the...
Ah, vampire senses never...
Are you a member?
Yes, I am. And I have been...
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advantage...
What can you tell me about?
It's not really my place to give you such info.
Are you not afraid?
Sir, it's for that very reason that
So you are...
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Is not the nature of this club a...
My dear Dr. Reed,
What can you tell me?
I would not dare speak of our chairman.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of...
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create 2 separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disaster.
Not if we eliminate all
Are you not mistaking sacred...
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire?
That went well, did it not? It is always...
You have the makings of a
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defense.
So why did you really want to meet?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I. Lance-bearer?
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic. And your findings were...
Do you know Edgar
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Так.
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed.
You do know?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for death.
No, I mean, what was he?
No. He was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for
оборотни появились.
werewolves.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London is directly...
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war.
I must admit the Guard of Prewen impressed me.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that...
So?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to...
And how would you like me to...
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed.
Угу. Уровень гипноза, да? Отлично. Отлично. Так, а тут кровати у меня нет, да? Местных. Местных это, я так понимаю, не в замке. Местных это на улице. Ну что ж, пообщаемся с местными на улице. Вопрос в другом. Будет ли там кто-то на улице или нет? Так, можно выбрать район, в принципе, в этом районе. Либо всех, либо практически всех переубивать.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Equality between men and women.
Good evening, Mr.
And good evening.
I'm investigating the
A
source.
few days ago, I spotted a strange...
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a...
Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Do you ever?
Of course.
Так, это
Goodbye.
понятно.
She's been quite...
Окей, там он еще у нас чувачок. Ты где? Ты ж только что тут был.
Good evening, sir.
Come on.
Clarence.
I almost didn't recognize you.
900 опыта. Нет, это невкусно.
I'm
Infection?
Yes?
Not enough noise for a bit.
How is your...
We've spent so much time...
Is it...
Have you forgot what people...
But you're a...
Believe me.
Угу. Так, окей.
What? You need some rest, Clarence.
Говорить с горожанами. Сюда, может?
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Ой. Угу. Отлично. Ну, надо было помягче бить чуть-чуть. Не по голове. По мусоркам покопаемся. Так. Ага. Так, старый добрый обнос.
This woman's body
дома.
has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Профессиональный вампир. Точнее, вампур.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Я смотрю, тут все переубивали. Всех.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Угу.
it too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
Сумасшедшая.
They mocked my talent.
Басет. Так, ну я думаю, можно чуть ультой ей бить. Ульта все равно откатывается, она не требует ничего. Глупая старушка, короче.
I've never seen such a radical mutation.
Ай-яй-яй,
Could it be
еще и
a new
взорвалась.
stage in the disease's evolution?
Ну, очень прикольно то, что...
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Очень круто сделано. Очень круто. Так, нет, я оттуда пришел. Это выход. Так, мне по-хорошему надо попасть в свой дом. Так. Где я нахожусь? Я вообще не в ту сторону пошел. Отлично. Так, я вот отсюда смогу попасть к себе, нет? Ну да, да, отлично.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan,
I know, Avery.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Avery.
The police said her body was...
What is the situation?
For a time,
Have you no...
your father...
How was life in this?
It was sad, sir.
How was...
Miss Mary went out look...
How was my...
Miss Reed was very frail.
I'm sorry
Your mother was strong, sir.
to be present at the funeral with you both.
I would not dare to quit.
Ну,
What
в
are
принципе,
the...
он говорит те вещи, которые мы уже знаем.
Where is her body?
I'm afraid your mother's body was moved to a mass grave.
Мать в братской могиле, значит, потому что ничего другого не нашлось для нее.
Tell me the truth, Avery.
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I...
This house is dead, Avery.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often.
You have served this family extremely well.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No matter...
Do you really think I'm...
Yes,
I see.
just like your father.
I'm currently in...
Not really, except all the McPhersons.
The McPhersons?
I think it's a rich house near the realm.
Итак, 2400 опыта. Можно получить за него 2400 опыта. Плюс
Do you need
средства от
medical
I
бронхита.
won't.
Here is your...
Thank you very much.
4000 опыта, можно его съесть. Блин, это так. Да давайте его съедим, господи. Мы же играем в вампира. У нас обед дома, мы злой вампир. Мы всех съедаем, грызем. Да я прям посреди комнаты могу это сделать. Все, ты хорошо поработал, старик. Души раздирающая на самом деле игра.
I fulfilled my promise to your father. This house is now yours, murderous son.
Душегуб, блин. На самом деле игра очень душераздирающая и прям иногда убиваешь кого-то, и ты такой типа, блин, зачем я это сделал? Он же был хорошим типа типом. Блин, но... Зато это самое. Зато прокачиваешься вообще по красоте. Так, 240-270 урона, да? То есть вот так до 400 можно довести. Но я сделаю вот так вот, и у меня будет оглушение 24. В итоге сделать либо 30-очку оглушения, либо 30-очку оглушения. Вот тут у нас 31, да, 3. Либо 30-очку оглушения, что в принципе классно. Либо 400 урона. Типа 400, 370. Я думаю, лучше 30-очку урона. Итак, 7000 опыта. Во-первых, у нас выносливость. Нужно выносливость повысить 100%. Хилочка наша 1300, 100%, да? Так, у нас тут... Вот не плюс 100 единиц, непонятно. Угу, понятно. Так, это единоразовое, а там именно подхил. Вот и думай, подхил или не подхил. Тут типа сразу 500 он. Угу. Быстрее восстанавливается, да? Блин, ну стоимость 25, это, конечно, много. На то он и подхил. Уйдем в подхил. Уйдем в подхил. Объем крови поглощаемый. Так, ну там по мелочи. Окей. Хил. Есть ли смысл от хила? Пока не будем качать хил. Урон. Здоровье. Кэсик остался, да? Запас крови. Тоже косарь нужен. Жажда крови. Угу. Ну, в принципе, другие мы не изучим. Тут везде нужны, потому что 1500. У нас не хватит тут ни на что. Так, а что, я в оглушение пошел? Получение крови. А, ну да. Ну все, да, тут уже минимум 1000, короче, идет. Хотя, стоп. 2000. Наш вампир приобретает силу, это отлично. Так, ага, меню горожан. Это дворецкий, получается, был. Да? Да, это, получается, был дворецкий. Крестище. Это медики. Так, а это... Нет, стоп, вот это медики. Вот этих можно полечить и пережрать всех.